We will forever remember his unmistakable voice, his incomparable storytelling. If you grew up here in Los Angeles, Vin Scully's call of Dodger games is part of your DNA. If you met him in person, you were in disbelief of his humility. He was a treasure, a gift to this city and to baseball fans throughout the world. And he will forever be remembered as, quite simply, the greatest broadcaster in the history of the medium.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you may be.
Not many have commanded language or put simple phrases to such magical use. Vin Scully's gift for communication appealed to all generations, and even those who didn't like sports listened and revered him. Vinny, as he was known, never took himself too seriously or spoke over our heads. He was the favorite uncle, baseball's version of the venerable Fred Rogers, inviting us on journeys made possible by a prodigious life and indelible memories.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone! In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
From his perch inside the press box, Scully was one of the most crucial reasons a special bond bloomed over several decades, one that made this city and its Dodgers inseparable.
It's time for Dodger baseball!
For years, the sight of small radios and earbuds were commonplace at Chavez Ravine, with the old joke being fans wouldn't always trust what they saw until Vinny told them it was so.
Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
Vin Scully grew up in New York as, believe it or not, a hardcore Giants fan. He began calling games as a student at Fordham University and soon caught the ear of the Dodgers' legendary Red Barber, who brought the 23-year-old into the Brooklyn booth. It was 1950, when radio still ruled, and broadcasters preferred projection over personality. Soon, television would take over as the dominant transmission tool, and Scully, for the rest of his career, would move seamlessly between the two mediums.
0-2. Got it. He's done it.
The Dodgers moved to Los Angeles ahead of the 1958 season, and with Scully's charm and phrases conjuring vivid pictures, the city found a new passion and fresh heroes. His would remain the team's definitive voice for 7 decades, calling 5 world championships and numerous defining moments.
Outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol.
It's no surprise he created a national following as well, calling several playoffs and World Series. Scully also worked golf and football. Many don't remember, but in 1981, he was present at the birth of an NFL dynasty.
3rd and 3. Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Clark caught it! Dwight Clark! It's a madhouse at Candlestick.
Still, baseball was his passion, and his identification with the game was as unique as his style. Never the cheerleader, but instead a well-traveled fan whose quiver of good-natured stories seemed infinite.
Did I ever tell you about the time Jackie and I raced each other on ice skates?
Scully's self-deprecation and ceaseless cheerfulness belied what he never failed to call a charmed life, though it also included significant loss. His first wife died of an accidental medical overdose, and his oldest son perished in a helicopter crash. He and his second wife, Sandra, were married for 48 years before she lost a long battle with ALS. True to his nature, Scully handled his grief privately and somehow found the necessary strength to carry on, all the while making our bad days just a bit brighter. With his effortless smile, comforting voice, and yes, those stories, a simple game was transformed into a visceral metaphor, one envisioning decency and the promise of something better. If that isn't a gift, it's hard to imagine what is.